microphone's at?
Right here.
Welcome to another special edition of the New Watchers on the Wall. Got some amazing people with us today in our group panel discussing Captain America, Brave New World. And we got a lot of stuff to discuss. Y'all excited about this one?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, man. I'm super excited about this one for a variety of different reasons. And it's a lot to discuss. We're going to talk about our perspective of the film. We're going to discuss the IMDb ratings. We're going to talk about the elephant in the room. We're going to discuss the elephant in the room. We're going to give it our overall ratings and so on and so forth.
What is the elephant?
Oh, man, you know what the elephant in the room is.
I don't know.
I don't. But, because of the company, I'm sure I know.
Oh, my goodness. But if you're here, go ahead and leave a comment. If you're in the section, just leave us a comment, say hello to us so that we can say hello back to you guys. But first of all, let's just start off with we're also going to discuss our gripes as well. But let's just start off with maybe something that we thoroughly enjoyed about the film. And let's let our special guest, either LA or Dr. Carter, start us off. What was one of your favorite standout moments?
You have one, Doc?
Well, one of my favorite standout moments is just the fact that Anthony Mackie pulled off a wonderful display of acrobatics as Captain America without any super serum. I think those are my standout moments. It's his action-packed moves, even though we know there's a lot of hidden strings behind it. But to give him that appearance of having superpowers and not having superpowers really stood out to me in the movie.
That's an interesting point, because I definitely want to discuss the serum or lack of serum as well later on in the video. But I like
me too.
That's a good one, Carter.
Me too.
LA, that's on you. What you got?
I like just the tying up of some loose ends, like the large celestial in the middle of the Indian Ocean, and the inclusion of adamantium now inside the MCU. So I just like the tying up of some loose ends that's just been sitting out there loose for 5 years. And so yeah, I have more gripes than
we definitely gonna get to those gripes, because there's definitely some things I want to share as well. Candace, what was one of your standout moments?
Just looking at Anthony Mackie. I mean, it was a really good script. I don't know much about Captain America, but it was a really, really good script. I felt like they pulled off a really good message without it being, beating you over the head, especially with the original Captain America. I guess he was supposed to be the original. Him being put in solitary confinement in jail, him saying, "I'm not going back." Like, that was a really good, especially for the, Captain America to be Black right now. That was a big, issue. And it wasn't like, it was just like, hey, here's this, but it,
Can I just ask the room and in the audience a quick question? Has everyone seen Falcon and the Winter Soldier, the Disney Plus TV show? Or
no,
is this...
I haven't.
Okay.
I haven't watched the
all
show.
I know about it is that the original Captain America was Black. That's all I know.
Okay, so and same with you, Dr. Carter?
I can hear you.
Have you seen the Falcon and the Winter Soldier Disney Plus TV series?
No, sure haven't.
Okay, so I think I'm coming from a different place.
Well, explain it to us.
Yeah, break it down.
I didn't.
Well, it's not so much some explanations. It's just my biggest gripe is that, okay, and I see people in the audience have not also. We're not gonna spoil anything. I'm not gonna spoil anything.
He said so. Spoil away.
It's been out. It's too late.
It's just the fact that the movie just seems like it reiterated a lot of stuff that the TV show had already done. So it almost makes the movie like, what's the point? And that's my biggest gripe.
Okay.
But so.
I wonder.
See the show, maybe have a different, because I thought it was an excellent movie.
Right. So I just realized that
movie. It didn't even feel like a Marvel movie to me. I felt the same way about like Black Panther, Civil War. I mean,
I think part of it is like some of the most recent Marvel movies, and Jameson, and he cracks me up when he says this. He's like, and even Derek children, they're like, what do they call it when they say it's a money grab? And some of the more recent Marvel movies have not been the best. And one of the things that I enjoyed about this film was that I like how they connected the characters from the very first Hulk movie. Like that Hulk movie from the first
one
with Edward Norton.
Yes, the very first one. And
that's one of the loose ends I liked.
Yeah, and how they connected that and brought it until today's time and made it make a lot of sense and kind of gave that movie some payoff, because in some ways I don't think that there was many parts from that film that got sprinkled into any of the other like Marvel movies. Like they're good at kind of sprinkling in stuff that was in a previous movie and putting in a new one. And that was one of the things that I like kind of thoroughly enjoyed about it, how they kind of brought some of those old things in.
Are we talking about gripes?
Not yet. We're not talking about gripes just yet.
No, oh man.
Oh wow, somebody gifted the Watches on the Wall a membership. That is so
nice.
cool. Thank you.
Thank you guys.
I don't know what to do with it. That's the first time it's ever happened. So we got to figure out what to do with that.
So can I just
go ahead?
Give a quick wrap up or synopsis of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. It was basically him dealing with the ramifications of actually being Captain America, sans the super soldier, post all the blip and all that type of stuff that already happened. So it was a good show because it showed him dealing with the mental aspect of trying to fill Captain America's shoes as a human, regular human without the super soldier, as a black man. Sam was on there, the original Captain America with the first super soldier. He had a very big part of that show. He was on there a lot. It was an awesome introduction to him. So the show covered a lot of ground.
Can you explain why he didn't take the super serum?
They never actually, and see, that's another thing. That's they purposely first. I'm not sure if you know this. The movie, it went through a lot of reshoots and a lot of changes. But
super serum was given to Bucky and Steve Rogers without like them knowing, right? Or they didn't.
No, they signed up for it. Steve Rogers signed up for it.
Bucky did not,
right.
but Steve Rogers did. Yeah.
Okay.
And even like that, though, the super soldier serum goes deep into Marvel. Like even Hulk and Dr. Banner, they and the Abomination. A lot of these creations were created because they were trying to replicate the super soldier serum or something like that, and maybe just didn't get it right. But they never really actually said why he didn't take it. That I can recall in the TV show. I just think I can't remember why. But even in the movie, they wrote it in there so that he can purposely keep touching on the fact that should I not take it? I personally, I want him to take it. Me personally.
Yeah.
But
Sam, he was so explain the original Captain America situation. His name's Sam, right?
He was not a voluntary person. He was given the super soldier kind of in it kind of gives you the vibe of Tuskegee Airmen type thing or whatever. But they was just experimenting on us and stuff like that. So he was kept in captivity and just, it's like he says in the movie, he was experimented on for years.
Isaiah, yeah.
I'm sorry. What am I calling him?
Sam, you called Sam is Anthony Mackie.
Isaiah Bradley. I'm sorry. Yeah. Isaiah Bradley. Yeah. And thank you for that. But yeah, so and they were just experimenting on him for years. And that's why he was like, I'm not going back, So that was a powerful line. That was a powerful line when he said it. If you've seen the show, you would even think more so that it was a powerful line.
Okay.
And then I guess let's go ahead and talk about like kind of gripes, because gripes are things that we would have liked to have seen different. Go ahead, Brother Carter. We start with
you. I think they really messed up by not really playing up the vibranium that Captain America received for his wings. They, at one scene, they show how the vibranium wings absorb the energy and repelled it. But then he never uses it against the Hulk when he was fighting outside of the White House and the Hulk was hitting him. He could have easily repelled that energy and blasted the Hulk a long time ago when he had both wings. That was a hole in the script to say one wing could take the Hulk off, but when he was hitting him in the front of the White House, He had both wings. He could have, I guess it would have made a short movie, but also, why did he not get a vibranium suit like the Black Panther? The Black Panther suit, the whole suit is vibranium.
Can I touch on that?
He gets stabbed because he got a Teflon suit. Wait a minute. Teflon and vibranium don't go together.
So with that, in order for him to be Captain America, they can't change him too much. So once you give him a vibranium, a Black Panther suit, he's technically Black Panther.
But I'm talking about the material. See,
I know.
So,
that material goes a long way, and so according to T'Challa, he did take
Bucky up.
Yeah,
right. I mean, I know T'Challa and Bucky, they got that, so they do have enhanced, strength and stuff like that. But that vibranium make a regular man super strong.
Because really, T'Challa is a super soldier. The purple plant is a super soldier serum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my thing is, Mackie could have been this bridge between Captain America and Wakanda, because I thought that's where they were going when they introduced the name Wakanda and the doggone vibranium that they gave it. I thought they were trying to bridge it like they did with Bucky.
But then he wouldn't be Captain America. They would just have to make now we're creating a whole new character.
I agree with Carter. When I was watching it, I was like, two things. Why my man ain't got the serum? Because he's a regular man with those wings on, and that's impressive and cool and everything. But we talked about this offline. I hate Nighthawk. I hate what's the woman?
Black
Widow. Because
Hawkeye. You mean Hawkeye?
These are regular people fighting alongside people with gamma radiation infused bodies. Black Panther, Wakanda, vibranium suits. Iron Man got the crazy suit in the technology.
Super serums,
and they are regular people fighting alongside of them and holding their own. Yeah, and holding their own. So he's similar in that same way that they didn't upgrade my man. Besides just giving them the wings, because I would have liked to, just like Carter, have at least seen that serum, or I would have liked to have seen him in some type of suit or something like that. Because there were scenes where, and I know they try to in LA, like Captain America is like his favorite character, and I hate Captain America. But like they had him holding up the Captain America shield, blocking bullets. But I'm like, all you're doing is covering your chest, your legs is everything is exposed.
Well, that's every movie with a shield in it.
but at least with Captain America, with him got the serum, I could kind of get by that. Okay, maybe he has some, super reflexes or whatever. Like I just would have liked. That's I would have liked to have seen him get some type of upgrade like Carter, whether it was a suit. It didn't have to be a black suit. It could have been a Captain America suit with the logo or something. I would have liked to have seen that.
You need more than the logo to be Captain America, though. That's the thing. Like, once you start giving him, technology, because he already has Red Wing and all that stuff. Once you start giving him technology and vibranium suits, now he's a mix between Black Panther, Captain America, and Iron Man. It's just that now he's just a whole new character.
Yeah. But they abstracted him from being Captain America when they didn't give him the super serum. So he really this new character. He's really not Captain America. He's Lieutenant America. I
agree. I like my Captain America and super soldier serum.
That's a good one right there, Carter.
One of my great gripes is what's her name? What is her name? Shira Haas.
Don't get me started on her.
I am so tired of seeing these 90-pound women who are supposed to be super Black Widow, super spies, and whooping 250-pound man at that's so unrealistic. I am so tired of that. I would have taken the Secret Service lady, I don't know her name.
Exactly, the black woman. The black woman,
whooping ass. Yeah. But she was literally 5 foot and 90 pounds, soaking wet. You are not whooping nobody. I don't care if you're using your own body weight or whatever kung fu thing you're doing. That frustrates me. I cannot suspend my reality to see that. That just really I don't care if she's a Black Widow. Give her some super serum so it can make sense.
Because the thing I don't like is that with that and kind of agreeing, a woman can beat up a man if she's trained. There's no doubt about it. But if you're fighting other trained people as well, like soldiers and stuff, now they should have some kind of training and be able to, fight with you. That's the thing I don't like. Like, she probably could beat me up because I don't train. I don't know no jujitsu. I don't know all of that. So if she used that, she could get me. But
Yeah,
you're fighting other guys who are soldiers too. Why are you just going to be able to?
You don't look like you have any muscle mass. Nothing. No muscle mass at all.
Yeah, I know she had a heart condition or something early on that stunted her growth, and so that's why she's small. But she's very, very small. It seems like they're progressively getting smaller and smaller leading females, and it doesn't make sense. Black Widow, Scarlett Johansson, she's already not that big, and then so that's that first Black Widow. Then you had Yelena. She's probably about the same size as Scarlett Johansson, but this one here, it seems like she's a good 5 inches shorter than both of them, and it's just. For her to be throwing people around is ridiculous.
I mean, if you compare them with her with the Dora Milaje,
oh man, there's no comparison.
There's no comparison. Those women look like they look like. I mean, she does not look like it.
Mm-hmm. Right, and that's not. This is not a race thing. They just literally look like they're badass, and she does not.
Yeah. And she just looks like she don't hit the gym at all. Don't take protein shake, nothing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was
definitely a flaw. That's a flaw.
I joked with Patrick and said she was a DEI hire.
Because something wasn't right. Yeah, like something wasn't right. The other thing I thought was kind of interesting was like how they tried to make the guy that was the new Hulk, the Red Hulk or whatever, Hulk is Hulk because of all that gamma radiation and stuff like that. And it's like, how could him just being trickled down with just pills occasionally flood him enough in his system to be the Hulk? What did y'all think about that part?
Well, I thought they covered that very well. He received a high dosage of gamma radiation through the pill. Is from a medical perspective, in real life medical perspective, just to bring it out. If you were to have prostate cancer, one of the things they do to fight prostate cancer is to insert radiation seeds into your body to kill the cancer. So, and it is very effective quickly. So I understood when they said he was taking radiation pills, how it could alter his DNA, and he was receiving a special high dosage of it. So what Bruce Banner received externally, he received internally. So it did fit into the storyline of how to become a Hulk.
Yeah, I didn't have a problem with the science of that neither. I don't know enough about it to question it, but yeah, like Dr. Carter said, I was fine with that. I'll take those pills.
I know that's right. Let's
I'll take whatever the substance is.
I'll let you pop whatever pill. give it all to me. But let's talk a little bit about the elephant in the room, right? Which was there were some people, and there was a lot of talk out there, articles, people on social media that could not imagine a Black Captain America, right? Even though we see him in the comics and stuff like that, that was a hard pill for some people to swallow. There was even talk of protest and all of this kind of stuff.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't hear.
What were your thoughts about that, fella? Anyone?
I personally didn't hear about the protests and stuff, but I do know that there was talk and stuff like that when the Disney Plus show came out, or just when he was given the shield in general at the end of Avengers. So, but I hadn't heard anything about this new movie. I'm not even sure how it did in the box office right now. Do you guys even know?
Yeah, I'm about to pull it up right now.
Well, we have to look at the historical context in which Captain America appeared, representing the white man as being the hero of the world after World War II, right? Mm-hmm. And so he became right up there synonymous with Uncle Sam and Apple Pie in regards to representing the brand of America and the brand of the white man being the image. Now, for a lot of people, they feel that there is an attack on white men in this country. Let's just put it out there, and we seeing a lot of it. And so that's where a lot of the pushback came back, is like, wait a minute, can we have anything that represents white men? We got the Black Panther, you got all of this, and I can understand from their perspective where they're coming from with that. But on the other end, we have to look at Stan Lee. Stan Lee has always been one who was about diversity, because he introduced the Black Panther before the Black Panther Party. See, there wasn't that it was the Black Panther Party came out and Stan Lee named the character the Black Panther. No, the Black Panther existed before the Black Panther Party, meaning that Stan Lee was on the cutting edge of positive Black superheroes even back into the 60s. So the diversity of superheroes already existed. Anybody who has a problem with it are now a true Stan Lee fan, because Stan has always advocated diversity.
Right. But so with that, I'm not sure if they have a problem with the diversity of the Marvel characters. It's just the changing of that particular character. Like, for instance, Superman. You know, you release a Superman movie and he's black now or something. I don't want to see a black Superman. I love black folks. I love us, but I want my Superman to be just regular white Superman that I've grown up with. If you want a black Superman, we could write something. Like, I love the Hancock movie. I hope they make a second movie. But because he's a black superhero. I like my Captain America white, me personally, but
they didn't replace Captain America. They just added another. They didn't do like they say, we just gonna change in this. This is the new Steve Rogers. They didn't do that. They kept Captain America in existence, and in the Marvel universe, Captain America can pop up again in some multiverse, right? Yeah, he will. So he can still exist. They didn't change Captain America, and that's what I like about it. But they just added a title to somebody.
So right now we're talking black and white. What if they changed it to Captain America? Now she's a woman. I don't want to see that neither.
Well, they doing that a little bit with Captain Marvel.
They do it with a lot of the Thor. He's a woman now. She-Hulk taking over. A lot of.
I mean, didn't they do something like that with that Spider-Man movie where it was the alternate universe? What some of the Spider-Man were women, and that what was that one that the last one where they had the famous scene where all of them were pointing at each other.
Into the Spider-Verse?
Yeah.
No, those are all men. So the Spider-Man still exists in the same universe as Madam Web and all those other web people. There's a bunch of web hits.
Or the cartoon one. Was it the cartoon one they had? It was the cartoon one where they had. It was like a million different
Miles Morales version with Miles Morales in
it. That's the one I was thinking about.
For instance, Iron Man. He's supposedly gone and he's being replaced by Riri Williams. I could understand why people are like, good Lord, man, stop replacing all of our heroes with women. It's a lot of them I'm pretty sure actually the whole list of them are being Hawkeye. He's now a woman. They replaced him with the second Hawkeye. She's I mean, I get it. It's his daughter, but now you just have a list of these superheroes that are just being replaced by their female counterparts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think it's going to look in the way America looks now. If you think of when Captain America came out, white people were the largest population. America has changed. Captain America represents America, right? White America. And I think the way America looks has changed, and so goes the superheroes that champion, America. And the idea
I'm a dinosaur. I'm old.
And then Gothic Chick 4 said, pass the mantle. Doc said races will be racist.
They're gonna race.
Race and sexist. I mean, so that's why I say take take the race out of it. Put sex in it. Would you still be okay with it?
And then Doc also said, LA, do they have channels? They want y'all to have channels, y'all. And then Doc was cracking up with the Lieutenant America. That was a classic line right there, Carter.
That was good.
But we had talked about like how much did it make, and it said that Captain America's box office, Brave New World, opens a bullish 100 million in the U.S. and 192 million globally.
That's right?
Yes, but
how much did they spend on it?
But they said the superhero pick launched ahead of expectations, despite receiving a B cinema score, the worst grade bestowed on any title in Marvel Cinematic Universe history. Which is so it did pretty relatively well. all things considering.
I think it really depends on if you've seen the Falcon and the Winter Soldier TV show.
Yeah,
because that changes your perspective of this movie, and then you're kind of like, why? Maybe just to include the tie up some loose ends, like Tiamat down in the ocean, or introduce Red Hulk, or introduce adamantium, but really a lot of the emotions and stuff like that weren't there because they were already addressed in the series. So when you have him here, I want to say this takes place maybe years after the series, and he's still acting like, oh, am I good enough to do this? Like, dude, you've been doing it for a while now. You know, second guessing, do your thing. You got a vibranium suit and vibranium wings, and you out there doing stuff. So I don't believe you when you're sitting here questioning. It's like Steph Curry out there questioning, am I good enough? Oh man.
But I think they're gonna have to do something with the character, taking all of these hits and going up against formidable foes, because that was unreal. Because that one scene, here's another thing that bothered me. He's fighting this big guy who's choking him, and he's having a problem fighting that guy. But all of a sudden, you can fight the Hulk, who is 20 times stronger than this guy, and you were struggling with the guy in the church. Come on now, the writers didn't align up his abilities at that point, because that guy in the church almost beat him to death.
Yeah. So I guess that takes us into what could they have done, but and what could they have done to make it better? Then I want to transition to the IMDb rating, and then I want to transition to our overall rating. But what could they have done in you guys' minds to have made it something better, something that you felt like, hey, they could have did that? So I hear you, Carter, you kind of explaining that you would have liked to see the continuity, right? A little bit more with that.
Absolutely. I just think they need to be consistent with the character. Like I said at the beginning, when he fought the Hulk, and we understood he had vibranium in his wings, and he had both of his wings, and he didn't use the repellent power of the vibranium wings. Then they made it look inconsistent with his ability to fight, and made it look like he was struggling. So they were inconsistent with what this character is, the abilities of this character. They're going to have to stay consistent with it. Either they're going to have to give him some super serum, or he's going to get broken in half by some other character. Somebody going to break his legs apart, because he don't have any regenerative power now. I don't know if he's going to end up getting some animanium, that since they introduced animanium into the storyline, which is the fundamental bone structure of Wolverine. Something going to have to happen with him, or his wings going to be clipped.
Yeah, because I want to. I mean, that's. I felt like they was kind of somewhat introducing that he might get some additional, some serum or something going on with him. Do they do that in the show at all, LA?
No, they don't. He doesn't have. Dr. Carter probably would hate the show just because he gets his butt kicked in a way that you'd be like, "Come on, man."
You gonna make me go and watch it? Because
you have to watch it. The show was cool. But it definitely showcased the difference between Bucky with a super soldier and him without one. So I get, and I think that's why, like I said in the movie, they kept bringing that up, because it's something that everyone who watched the show, everyone's watching the movie is going to be like, dude, why don't you have the super soldier serum?
So what is going on with Bucky? What is he doing?
He's running for
office or something, wasn't he?
Are you serious?
He's coming out with that movie.
They're coming out with a new movie, yeah.
So,
I thought he was like in Wakanda and just never left because he loved it so much.
Speaking of Wakanda, you heard
found the sister in Wakanda. He wanted to do over Malaja.
Yeah, what's the guy's name? The new Falcon. The new Falcon asked, he was like, hey, can we get some more tech from Wakanda? I'm sure that'll probably be another way for them to enhance his skills. I like the way his suit was, like how he had thrusters on his back to make him kick harder and stuff like that, or get out the way faster and stuff like that to compensate for being a human. I did like the use of his wings at the end. I know Dr. Carter said he didn't use it enough when the Hulk was just pumping it down on him, and he made a shield with his wings, and they were steady absorbing. That was pretty cool. I don't know exactly how strong this Hulk is. It's really an accurate representation of the Red Hulk, because Red Hulk emits like heat radiation from him the stronger matter he gets. So it's just, I don't understand why they always change things for movies. It's just like, you have the rights for the character, just do it right. And so
see, I think I really enjoyed it. I don't have any gripes except for that 50-pound agent.
She really took me out of the movie too. Like,
yeah. That took me out of it, but I really enjoyed it, and I'm guessing it's because I never saw the show. So
how many episodes is the show, LA? How many episodes?
Honestly, probably 8 shows or 8 episodes. I can't remember. I do know that some of the Disney Plus shows are hit and miss, and that you don't have to watch them in order to enjoy the movie or experience the movie. But this one just, you'll be like, oh, okay, so they already kind of touched on this. Like even with Isaiah Bradley being brainwashed, everyone in that room anybody with an ear can hear that the music switched, and then all of a sudden they were triggered. He's acting like that was the first time that's happened. It's happened in Civil War. It happened. It happened already, and he's very aware of it. The friend who shows up, Bucky, who shows up, is the person who was brainwashed. Like, I don't know. It seems like, I don't know. It was Bucky could have lent a little hand or something to help with that situation.
Yeah, he's a little bit more.
He just came.
And now I want to thank Doc. He was trying to gift the membership to one of our viewers. Thank you, Doc. Showing love, man. Showing love, trying to get the people the membership. Yeah, so let's dive into like our overall ratings and our score. And I just wanted to pull this up because it was interesting. The IMDb, let me go to that. Let's see if it'll show. They gave it a rating of a 6.1 out of 10, it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you go over here to the Rotten Tomatoes, which is pretty interesting to me, it has a tomato meter of 49%. And then a popcorn meter of 80%, which is a pretty big disparity there.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure people like it. I don't dislike the movie where I won't put it on and watch it again. It doesn't give me the feels of Captain America: Winter Soldier. That's for sure. I like
Civil War more than I liked Winter Soldier.
Yeah,
Civil War has a lot more elements to it and stuff, but man, that Winter Soldier it's something special.
So how would you guys rate this? Like, what's going to be our barometer for this particular movie? How many Captain America shields, or how many
shields? Yeah.
How many shields?
You got a good one, Carter? But what's how many lieutenants? What's a good one? Because we always come up with a funny one. Like, what's a good barometer? I guess we go with the shield. How many shields would you give it?
I'm sorry, real quick. Another one of my gripes again was the leader. Like, you have the rights to the intellectual property. Just do it right. He's supposed to have like. It's very simple. You see the concept art of how they were going to have him look in the movie, but then for some reason they changed it, and now he looks like a broccoli head. He's just supposed to have.
You're talking about the brain,
like a Boba.
And I don't even think they actually ever called him the leader in the movie, which is also, I guess, they would have had to find the right way to write that in. I thought he was going to say he was the leader when they zoomed in. He was like, "I'm the hero." I thought he was going to say I'm the leader, but he called himself a hero at that point. I don't get why they couldn't just do right. And also, I'm sorry, one more, just real quick. Also, he's supposed to be this big genius who was living in probabilities and things are supposed to go the right way because he can see 50 steps ahead. But Anthony Mackie was constantly just doing something different. He was like, "Oh no, you foiled my plan."
Outmaneuvered.
It's like, you're smart enough.
Yeah. Go ahead, Brother Carter.
I think what we need to discuss too is where we think Marvel is headed in this direction. Now, the post-credit scene really gave us a look into they're going into the whole multiverse thing again, and we have to go back to looking at
what was the ending scene, Brother Carter. What was the ending scene again?
Where they went to the prison with Seth. And Mackie talking to him and Seth in the prison, and he told him, "You're being prepared for something bigger. We're about to have something that's going to come and change reality as you know it," which is the whole multiverse thing. I think they're tail ending off of Captain Marvel, when the black character, the female character in Captain Marvel got pushed into another dimension, which it hooked up with the X-Men, Beastman. So I think they're getting ready to cross over since Marvel and X-Men are under the same umbrella. I think they were getting ready to cross over into this multiverse thing again. And I think that's where we're going to go. And I think that's where we're going to see Anthony Mackie character of Captain America get some additional powers, because they're about to fight formidable foe, and then maybe LA, his brain may get bigger because I think they're gonna have to use him in future movies to help them fight what I think is about to be a formidable foe from some multiverse thing.
Yeah, I think he'll
they
change.
did Kane.
I think
Who
he'll
do you
change.
think it's gonna be? Is it gonna be who's that character that Jonathan Majors played?
Kane.
Kane. Yeah.
It's funny. It's funny Dr. Carter mentioned that in this because while the leader, that's who he's supposed to be, while he was saying all this stuff about the future coming, I'm thinking like, you sure? Because you've been wrong like most of the movie. Like every step away. But yeah, it is gonna be some kind of big multiverse type of thing. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. No, I agree 100%. I'm looking forward to it. So let's all give it our rating. How many out of 10? How many shields would you give?
Based on like if you would watch it again, if you would suggest it to friends, or what would
like
you
the
do?
rating, like out of 10 scale 1 to 10? How many shields? Like
I
with
would
8
give it-
shields, 1
I would
shield.
give it 8 shields.
You would give it 8 shields?
8.5 shields, yeah.
8.5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 8.5 shields.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, I'm always rating the movies low, bro.
No, you have your opinion. What you feeling, bro? What you feeling?
Every time we talk. Like I hate movies.
Nah, because tomorrow I'm about to watch that thing. You gonna have me watching the Captain America thing tomorrow because
just watch a few episodes. Yeah,
I'm gonna watch a couple episodes. So you gave it 8.5 shields,
Mm-hmm.
but Dr. Carter, what you giving it?
I give it a 7.5. I think there's room to grow the character and the storyline a little bit more. I want to see where they're going to go with Anthony Mackie's character as Captain America. He's going to have to do something more. With this character, I think he's really lacking right now in regards to being a true Avenger. Unless he's going to be like a Nick Fury type character, since they talking about putting the Avengers together and they're going to make him a leader like Nick Fury kind of character. But I just don't. I think they're going to have to do something more if they're going to make him a frontline fighter.
I think they will. Marvel does a really good job of creating. Having the characters having a more. I don't know. I'm going to say realistic. They just seems like the stories behind them, they deal with more realistic things within the world. So I don't know. I think they're gonna hit it.
Yeah, I think so too. And I would give it 8 shields. I enjoyed the story. A good portion of the story, like even with my nitpicks about him not having a suit and a serum, I enjoyed the film. I walked out having enjoyed it. And all of that good stuff.
Oh,
so.
One thing that you didn't like about the movie, at the ending where they were playing "I Love Myself" by Kendrick Lamar.
Oh God, I'm like, because I'm like, damn, the industry's on Drake's damn neck. It's like every time you turn around, like they playing Kendrick Lamar. I'm like, they got Kendrick Lamar in a damn Marvel movie. Like, I guess he was
like, leave Drake
alone. Man, they're on my man.
He's gone. Leave him. He's down. Leave him alone.
Something is going on. What's the movie we seeing tomorrow, Candace?
The Monkey.
We're seeing The Monkey tomorrow, y'all. Carter, have you heard about that movie?
I heard a little bit about it.
Yeah, we're gonna go see it tomorrow. We're going to go see it tomorrow, so we probably would do a video on it Friday or whatever. I'm looking forward to seeing it because some people are saying that it's a. Let me look it up real quick on Rotten Tomatoes.
It looks super scary from the trailer,
but they said that it's. I'm trying to remember what people are saying, that it's like a borderline on some classic type Rotten Tomatoes. What's the name of The Monkey?
Yeah.
Let's see what they rated it. Yeah, let me share my screen so y'all can see it. You looking at the rating for tomorrow? You just watch it and see what the rating is after you watch it. This might throw you.
Oh, look, I don't be caring what people be saying, but like they gave it on a tomato meter 84%, and then an 85% for the popcorn meter. Like they say it's supposed to be the business. So I'm hoping that we're excited and enjoying it.
Well, Get Out had 100%, so can you beat that?
Then Doc says, he said, did you see George?
The Gorge.
The Gorge. The Gorge. I'm halfway through and left. What is The Gorge?
I don't know.
It's a mini TV series. I just finished. I mean, that's not a mini TV. It's like it's a movie, but
where's it at?
I think it's on Apple.
I gotta Apple winning.
I kind of like. I like it. I think you're gonna enjoy watching. You watch the Gorge, you'll like it.
Okay, so that's another thing I gotta be trying to, because I am looking for shows, and then with Friday also Yellow Jackets. Hey Carter, you watched Yellow Jackets, right? Did you start season 3 yet?
Now I haven't started season 3 yet, but I will start.
Everybody in the comments say, Dr. Carter, start season 3. Everybody in the comments, if you're in the comments, text it right now. Carter, start season 3.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited to see the next episode for that one. But yeah, guys, thank y'all for joining us and discussing this film. Can't wait to check out the next one tomorrow. And thank y'all for tuning in. As always, we will catch you guys in the next video, because today our watch has ended.
Nighty night.
Peace, y'all. Thanks for tuning in.
Be great.